Alright, so this is the Jeda hub. There's 3 USB-A's, 2 USB-C ports. This is an adapter that I got off of Amazon. You open it up on the inside. It's got the red backing. It's kind of the silicone rubber. It actually came with the dongle here to attach the USB drive, the solid state drive. And here it is here. There's a magnetic plate also to attach the drive in. So that magnetic plate is going to hold the USB drive, or the solid state drive, sorry. It's going to hold the solid state drive in place to keep it from moving around, and then the door is magnetic so it snaps back into place, which is really nice. With the other one, it just kind of sat there. It didn't really hold. So this one I can actually turn upside down here to get it in place, whereas the other hub didn't do that. So then you just kind of have to feel around until you get into the locations there. And there you go. Initial readings on this showed that the output of the hub was the same as the output of the USB outputs from the car, which is really nice. There's no decrease in output there. As you can see, it looks like it belongs, like it's part of the car here. I can hook both of these up. The bar part of it goes on the top. And then I still have one USB-A drive and both USB-C drives open for use by other items. So down here I have my controller for my game console controller that plugs into the other USB-A drive, and then I have the 2 USB-Cs. I do have these adapters that I got from Amazon. They were like $10, so I can turn those C's into A's if I need to. Overall, I've had this in the car for about 2 weeks. This shelf does actually stay up when you open it with this in here. With the other one, it didn't like to stay up there. I'm not sure why, but it does now. So that's good. And then, of course, you close it up and can't even tell it's there. It's very nice. I've had this, like I said, in the car for about 2 weeks. I wanted to thoroughly test it out before I did the video on it. It does function exactly as it's supposed to. It's really nice to have the extra space. The solid state drive inside the little cabinet there inside the door works well. I've not had any loss of power with anything. I charge my phone just as fast as I always have on both chargers now. We'll do the faster charge. I don't have to unplug anything to use my game controller if I'm somewhere where I'm waiting in the car, so that's nice. And again, you know, it's just really nice to have those extra ports. I can put a music stick in one of those ports and listen to music that's either mine or my passengers. I can hook their phone up and listen to music off of their phone. And it's really nice. If you look down there, it looks much cleaner than it does, you know, without the wires. Before, I just had the loose wire here with the solid state drive hanging down loose in the cabinet here. I'll try and insert a picture of that. So you can see how messy it was. It also rattled a lot. With that drive loose in there, it kind of bounced around a lot and made noises. And I also could not use this second phone charger since the USB, or solid state drive, sorry, was plugged in there. So overall, great product. I will say I did have some problems getting this The shipping and the communication was very, very poor. I started contacting them about this in March, fairly early in March, and then after a couple of weeks they still hadn't sent it, even though they said they would. I asked about it again. I didn't hear anything back. Then COVID hit and the shutdown happened, and I assumed I wouldn't be getting it at that point because they do manufacture these in China. I'm curious as to how they order their supply from China. I'm wondering if maybe they make a batch order after they've gotten a few orders from other people, and that's why shipping takes so long, or if they order them and have them in stock. I don't know which way they do it, but they have had significant issues with long shipping delays in the past. It's well documented. There's a bunch of complaints on the Better Business Bureau about that. I did experience that myself. It wasn't until August almost. I believe it was August by the time I actually got this from them. And I went through the end of March, all of April, May, into June without ever hearing back from them despite multiple emails. They did finally email again towards the end of July and said that they would go ahead and ship one out. And I did get it within about a week of that communication from them, but you know, for having told me in March that they would send it, April, May, June, July, 4.5 months is a ridiculously long amount of processing time for it. They did give me this unit for free for review, so I will cut them some slack on that. You know, maybe they had units that they had sold that they needed to get shipped out before they gave me this one. However, based on all of the reports from the Better Business Bureau and other forums, the shipping thing is really a major problem for them, as is the lack of communication and the lack of responding to emails. I'd sent probably 10 emails before I got another email back from the time they said they would ship it to the time that it didn't show up, and I was concerned that they'd sent it and it got lost. All the way through until they did finally go ahead and say we'll ship it and send the tracking number out. There were probably 10 emails that I did not get a response to. They are a small company, I believe based out of California, and there's only a few employees, so again, a little bit of slack on that. It's a small business, I get it. We had the COVID shutdown, I get it. However, even with the COVID shutdown, it does not take someone being in an office in order to respond to an email. You can respond to an email from your phone. So if they would work on their communication and get their shipping times under control so that they're reasonable, I would be able to give this a 10 out of 10. So product wise, I will give this a 10 out of 10 because I do really love this. The door holds tight, it's got plenty of ports, it does what it's supposed to do. It does have circuitry in it that regulates where the power goes, and it stops any kind of overload from happening. I've not had any fluctuations in power. Everything functions even with all of the ports in use. So 10 out of 10 for the product. However, my overall rating is going to be an 8 out of 10 because of the very slow shipping times and the poor communication on the customer service side. This product is around $80. Shipping for the company is, I believe, around $10. So you're looking at $80 to $90 depending on whether or not it's on sale or you have a discount code for it. So it is a little bit of an investment. It's a little bit more expensive. You can check out the cards for the less expensive version of the hub that I found from Basner and did a review on. It's about half the cost. However, I know that Jeda did all of the original research and development on this hub, and Basner, I could not say that. So if that makes a difference and it's worth it to pay the more expensive price to support a local business, a small business from here in the United States, even though they do have their manufacturing done in China, then go with the Jeda hub, because it does what it's supposed to do. It's a great product. If that doesn't matter to you, then check out the cards up in the upper right corner there, and check out my review on the Basner, if you're not concerned about where their research and development came from. So that is my review of the Jeda hub after several weeks. I love it. It's great. It's a fabulous addition to the car, and whether you get this one or one of the less expensive ones, you know, it's going to keep things organized and neat and allow you to have your Sentry mode along with all of your phone chargers and all of your other devices. So go get one.